Hey, it's back to 2QQ. Today we're going to talk about something that truly blew the internet away, a moment that not only captivated fans, but also sparked a flood of speculation, theories, and feelings that are hard to describe. Wu Lei and Zhao Lusi appeared together at the Bulgari event, and from that moment on, the entire world seemed to stop. All eyes were on them, as if this were a drama scene suddenly coming to life before our eyes. Bulgari events are always star-studded, glamorous, and elegant. But that night, there was something different. The reporters' cameras never stopped following the two figures as they walked side by side, glancing at each other and sharing the kind of small smiles that only two people with a special bond can understand. Wu Lei in a sharp, crisp suit, Zhao Lusi in a dress that exuded softness and elegance. They weren't just there. They were telling a story. Many said it was just coincidence. A brand invitation, a coincidence in work schedules, or simply a promotion. But who could deny it when their eyes met and the world seemed to shrink to just the two of them? Wu Lei's eyes were soft, as if he knew exactly where Zhao Lusi was without having to turn around. Meanwhile, Zhao Lusi looked comfortable, relaxed, and filled with an inner warmth. Furthermore, fans were quick to detect small details that ordinary people might not notice. The way Wu Lei bent down slightly to be at the right height when talking to Zhao Lusi. The way their hands seemed to want to move closer, even though they didn't actually touch. Even their synchronized footsteps led to speculation that they regularly walked together off camera. Paparazzi cameras captured the moment Wu Lei helped Zhao Lusi with her wind-blown hair. It was only a 1-second gesture, light, simple. But in the eyes of fans, it was a sign of genuine concern. Zhao Lusi, meanwhile, simply smiled softly, as if the moment was nothing new to them. As if it happened often when cameras were not watching. Their chemistry was nothing new. They had previously starred together in the drama Love Like the Galaxy, and their characters' relationship had captivated many for months. But what happened at the Bulgari event that night felt different. There was no script. There was no director. There were no cameras directing the scene. Just two people with a connection that felt real. Fans began comparing this moment to their many behind-the-scenes interactions. The way Wu Lei looked at Zhao Lusi when she wasn't aware he was watching. The way Zhao Lusi chuckled innocently whenever Wu Lei tried to lighten the mood. It was all like puzzle pieces suddenly forming a clear picture. Something between them might actually exist. Social media, of course, was in an uproar. Hashtags about the two quickly trended. Weibo, Twitter, and even TikTok were filled with slow-motion clips, body language analysis, and emotional comments. Some cheered their relationship. Others remained skeptical, afraid to get their hopes up. But one thing was certain. Everyone felt something. Several stylists present at the event even remarked that their outfits that night looked too good to be true. The harmonious colors, the unified visual theme, and their gentle auras blended together. As they stood side by side for the photo shoot, it was as if they were a couple carefully prepared by fate. And when one of the reporters asked how they felt about meeting at the event, Wu Lei simply smiled and glanced at Zhao Lusi before replying curtly, "It's a pleasure to meet you on this occasion." That simple answer only made things even more explosive, because it wasn't a formal smile reserved for the camera. It was a smile that carried warmth. Fans kept zooming in on photo after photo, studying the reflection of the light in their eyes, searching for evidence that the two saw each other as more than just colleagues. And the more they discovered, the harder it became to deny that there was something deeper, something that had perhaps been brewing for a long time. That night, the internet became not just a place to share information, but a collective space to fall in love together. Everyone felt the same thrill. It was as if they were witnessing the first chapter of a story they had long hoped for. And without needing words, Wu Lei and Zhao Lusi had already conveyed so much through the silence between their smiles and small glances. Someone even commented, "If this is just a promotional stunt, they're acting it too well." And that comment garnered tens of thousands of likes. Because that's exactly how it felt. Too natural to be a play, too beautiful to be a coincidence. Many couples in the entertainment industry are paired for dramas or projects, but it's rare to find a connection this deep. A connection that's not forced, not contrived, and that feels even stronger when they're not trying to show it. But after all the excitement, one thing happened that made the moment even more meaningful. As the event drew to a close and the guests began to leave, the camera caught the two walking out at a very close distance. There were no more bright lights, no more intense public stares. Just the two of them talking quietly, as if enjoying a simple yet comfortable conversation. Fans felt that a natural connection was at its most evident. Some eyewitnesses even remarked that the way they interacted seemed completely natural, like two people who had known each other for a long time, understanding each other's rhythm and comfort. A small joke made Zhao Lusi cover her mouth with laughter, and Wu simply smiled in satisfaction at the reaction. There were no cameras commanding the scene, but that's precisely what made it feel so real, making it hard not to get carried away. Meanwhile, online, video editors and fan bases began compiling moments of the two, adding romantic music and comparing their real-life interactions to scenes from their previous dramas. And the funny thing was, those real-life moments seemed softer and warmer, as if the characters they once played were merely openings to something more sincere behind the scenes. Viewers who were initially just drama enthusiasts suddenly became witnesses to the story that might be developing. Rumors began to circulate, as usual. Some said the two had indeed maintained contact after completing their drama. Others said they were often seen in the same city around the same time. And while there was no official confirmation, the excitement only grew. Because ultimately, hope is part of love, even if only as a distant observer. And to this day, that Bulgari moment continues to be discussed. Not just because of their perfect looks, but because of the subtle vibes that radiate between them. A vibe that goes unspoken, but is felt by anyone who sees it. Whether it's coincidence or destiny, no one knows. But one thing is for sure, the world isn't done talking about them, and this story isn't over yet. We're still waiting for the next chapter, with hearts aching a little. And ultimately, whatever their current status, the world agrees on one thing: they both look happy together. And that happiness is something that can't be hidden. It radiates. So, is this just a moment? Or the beginning of something bigger? Only time will tell. But for now, let's enjoy these beautiful moments. Moments when reality feels like a scene from a drama we're hoping will come true. And as always, we'll continue to follow their progress, monitor their next interactions, and of course, keep a little hope in the corner of our hearts. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss our latest discussions. See you again in the next video, only on 2 Kukyu.